All right, so will artificial intelligence take your job? That's a big question. I am Anders Sõõrumaa, as mentioned, co-founder and CEO of OCCO Digital. And in the last 7 years, my company has worked with hundreds of interior architects and designers. And there's many things that we have learned, and I will tell you more about it. Let me find the clicker. Yeah. So, in OCCO, we are digitalizing the way projects are created in the interior architecture industry. And as mentioned before, we have worked with hundreds of architects and designers, and together we have successfully finished projects for companies such as Bolt, Nasdaq, Takeda, and so on, so many big firms. And before we get into all this, what AI can do, let's just first put up the term if maybe somebody doesn't know yet. Then artificial intelligence is the simulation of human intelligence processes by machines. And I have already talked yesterday to a lot of architects and designers, and a lot of us have already tested a lot of AI-based products and systems and platforms. But what about in the audience? Who maybe can raise the hand who has tried out some AI-based search engine or a machine or visualization? So yeah, there are quite many. And so I really believe that the new AI technologies can really change the work processes within the world of interior architecture and really speed up the work processes. But the harsh truth is that technology has not really caught up in the architecture and design community. And I can give a really easy example around it. It used to be very complicated for us to even buy plane tickets. We needed to call a sales agent or a travel agent to book and find something. Nowadays, you have large search engines that can automatically collect thousands of information from thousands of airlines and really give you this in seconds. And when we look at how in architecture and design, we are sourcing products and where we are finding something, it's really a lot of manual process around it. So I'm a true believer that the architecture and design industry will also be digitalized in the next 5 to 10 years. So the tough part is that architects and designers, and this is what we have really learned, are spending 60% of time on administrative work. This means that the most of your day stands in finding products, finding information, finding the right prices, and putting it up into an Excel sheet, answering to customer emails, and doing a lot of things that are not part of creative work, but rather an administrative part of the work. And but can you imagine if all these processes will be automated? So the tough thing is that, yeah, architects and designers are spending more time on administrative work than creative work they love. And when we also look at the sales process, so from the manufacturer side, yes, there are some manufacturers that already are digital, they have some kind of logins and so on, but most manufacturers are still sending out their information over emails. So when you need something in a different measurement, or if you need even a CAD file or regular information, there's a lot of manual process in asking what to do. And in OCCO, we have worked with over 800 European manufacturers that are also on our platform today. And we can see that all of them actually want to have more digital access to work better and more efficiently with architects and designers. But who from the audience have faced this issue that it's tough to access information and sometimes wait for weeks? Yeah, it often happens that you have to wait for information for weeks. But luckily, there are new technologies available now to help us. And also, all of this presentation has been also designed by AI, by the way. So again, very interesting thing that came out recently is DALL-E 2. And it would be great to know who of you is already familiar or tried out the product. Yeah. So basically, you can tell DALL-E to anything you imagine, and the computer will design it for you. And I've seen, again, yesterday I talked to some architects who have drawn up the most beautiful building, or they have done so many interesting visualizations with DALL-E 2. And we also tried out so we also tried out, one moment, I have a clicker problem. Later I'll show what we tried out. So artificial intelligence is incredibly powerful, and it will allow architects and designers to spend more time designing. It will make product sourcing and finding alternatives easy, because a machine can actually recognize products, alternatives, everything really quickly. It will recognize different objects with high accuracy, and it can actually do it in milliseconds. It can scan through thousands of images in just milliseconds, and AI can analyze thousands of product descriptions. So if you search in our platform today, you want a Japanese design something, then it looks at 800 manufacturers and collects in every description where it's when it's written that it's somehow connected to Japan. So instead of you searching it anywhere else and do it together with this, you get the technical files and configurations and all the information in one place as well. So, and it can read brand price lists and PDFs, so it can collect all this information together really quickly. So through all of this, our research shows that AI can actually reduce the administrative work by 3 times. But AI can be even more powerful for the game-changing for the architecture and design community. What happens when we reverse the AI to design products for us? So, like I mentioned before as well, if you imagine anything that you want to design as a designer, and you tell the machine, it will be designed by a machine, and it will also create a CAD file and tell you who can manufacture it. This really changes the architecture and design industry, because you can do anything you imagine instead of being stuck on the product selection that's already been designed. So, and here we tried out the DALL-E 2 system as well. Like, for example, this is a avocado-shaped chair designed by AI. And this is a banana-shaped office chair, or a ketchup bottle-shaped chair, also done by AI. Or an outdoor modern chair in the style of a 3D render. Or a futuristic style, or a modern sofa. So, or you can go more complicated and do a dining table with a modern light in the style of Salvador Dalí. And also connecting to the edible part of this event. So this is a New York made out of food. And this is all imagined by a computer. Or an impressionist painting of Tallinn done by a computer. So imagine now what all of this can do to for the architecture and design community. But the question still remains, will AI take your job away? But luckily, the answer is no. And the main reason is because uniqueness of the creative process cannot be replaced. What we can replace with AI is the repetitive process can be revolutionized and helped with the help of AI. So you can use AI to work faster and smarter, but the creative part is still yours to make. So technology has not caught up in the architecture and design industry yet, but we are surely moving towards the change. I see a lot of more architects trying out the new systems and products. Artificial intelligence is powerful and will allow designers and architects to spend more time designing and doing less admin. And with AI, we can reverse design products for us in the future and really do anything we imagine. And also, it will truly not take your job away because the creative processes cannot be replaced. So what I propose for the audience here listening today as well is to really test out the new technologies and support the innovators, the startups, the professors, the students, everybody who come to you and say they have an idea to make your work life easier. Because when we started with OCCO as well, first we went to Netherlands, we started to interview architects telling that, oh, we're going to build an AI-based platform. Of course, we had been in the industry for longer, we got some contacts and so on, but first it was not easy to get in front of big interior architecture companies to really show what you want to develop. So really, I propose for everybody to really evolve with the technology and try them out. Go try the DALL-E 2, but there's many more different AI-based products already available when you search for them. And the reason is because their goal is to make your life easier. That's why they're doing this. And with all of this, you will have more time to be creative. So, but how is OCCO Digital changing the industry? I already told about the platform that we're building. But around the platform as well, what we are doing is we are building a community of architects and designers and innovators so that we can create the future together, that we can develop this platform together so that the work processes will be smarter. Today already we are cooperating with architects in many European countries. And it's great to find enthusiastic architects and designers who really are looking for those new technologies, and they know that this will be the future, and it's great to work in this way. So for me personally, well, I will be around here in this event as well. I'll gladly talk about AI if people want to talk about it and have a chat. And if you want to be part of the community of innovators or want to learn more about the AI product that we are building, then you can easily scan the QR code. Maybe we can leave it up here a little bit longer later for scanning. And we will be in touch and tell you more what we do. Thank you.
Thank you, Ander.
Thank you.
Are there any questions from the public? Maybe not yet. But what I'm thinking is, as the first question that you asked was, has anybody used AI products? And I found it pretty interesting how half the hall actually raised their hands. So I think we're talking to quite an AI proficient community here, which is a resource for you to optimize and to test your product. So in that sense, I think do stay around, do come to the gala tonight and talk to the architects who use AI not just for as far as product is concerned, but AI in the very design process, in the very core of their design process. So I think there is a huge amount of brains here that you can probably, that can help you develop your own offering, let's say. But thank you, Ander, again. Everyone.
Thank you.